I'm Devorah Wallen, and I'd like to share my Tea for Two, my Torah thought, for 2 minutes, more or less. This week's Torah portion is Vayakheil. This word means to gather or assemble. At the beginning of the portion, Moshe assembles the Jewish people, every man, woman, and child. This was not a regular occurrence and was significant. Moshe relayed the commandments of Shabbos and the building of the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary that we have been discussing for the last few weeks. What is the connection between these two mitzvot? In one of our previous parshios, God commands, Va'asuli mikdash v'shochanti b'socham. Make for me a holy place that I can dwell in. Although usually it's translated as make me a mishkan so I can dwell in it, the literal translation is that I should dwell among them. Grammatically, the verb and noun here do not agree. However, we know that there must be a deeper meaning in this seemingly ungrammatical phrase. Hasidus teaches us that this refers to the temple that each and every one of us builds within ourselves. When we each individually make a sanctuary for God, He can dwell in our collective presence. The Midrash tells us that when the Mishkan was completed, God's divine presence was revealed in the world. This revelation was very different from the revelation at Mount Sinai. God made the effort toward His people to come down the mountain to give us the 10 Commandments. We didn't do so well after that event. Whereas, with regards to the preparation and building of the tabernacle in the desert, this was an effort from below, from us. Additionally, the first verse mentions that you should take from amongst yourselves gifts to Hashem. Everyone whose heart is so moved shall bring gifts for Hashem of gold, silver, and copper. This verse seems not only to be redundant, but to have an apparent inconsistency as well. It says, take from yourselves an offering, and then later says, whoever's heart so moves him to do so. On one hand, the offering needs to be taken from the individual, whereas in the second part, it refers to someone who is willing. There's a basic tenet in Jewish mysticism, and in particular, Hasidic philosophy, that an effort from below, that is from us, has a much more durable effect than an effort from above. What does that mean? Hashem can give us an inspiration, a zap, a reminder, or some other sort of awakening. But if we don't put our own energy into it, it will wear off. Remember the game where you don't let a balloon touch the floor? Everybody's always running and jumping and trying to tap it back into the air. Similarly, when the exertion is from below, from humankind, then Hashem responds with a commensurate response, which then inspires us again, which causes a ping-ponging effect of ongoing flow with a continuous inspiration. May we be so moved to be inspired to make the efforts from below to maintain the energetic flow with Hashem's response.